Hey, out there in Guitar Land. So what you all just heard was a little bit of piratey kookiness. Wrote that on Sunday. As you may or may not know, I did the nuclear assault thing on Saturday, and I still felt kind of kooky from the whole experience. So out came a whole bunch of like pirate metal. And so what you just heard was a little clip of it. And there was a minor suggestion at one point, a friend of mine listened to it, that I might want to do like a here's how I play it kind of thing. So I'll go over the rhythm first. For one, the guitar's tuned to E flat, same as the nuclear assault deal. So there's your E flat, there's another E flat. So tuned to E flat. If not, shift everything up one fret from where I show it to you. But E flat thing, because the deal is wrote in C minor, it translates really well to C sharp minor, which is E major. So that's kind of where it's played here. So everything I show you, E flat. But at any rate, so the rhythm is played down here. So that's just power chords, C sharp, and that would be A. So I'm also saying, I should probably clarify, I am saying all the names of the notes as if this were actually tuned to standard pitch, but it's not. So if I wasn't going to do that, so C, G sharp, G, F sharp, but yeah, so in this case, it's just, but I'm going to say it as if you were tuned to standard pitch, so please bear with me. And that would be G sharp. And that is this lovely little, augmented or sharp 5 chord, so C sharp 5, or you could even do it as a, if you wanted to call it a G sharp major, you totally could, I guess, but it's great. Bass line. So I actually played the bass in standard pitch, so all the bass stuff was written down one fret lower, but for the sake of argument, let's say you actually tuned it to E flat. And the only reason why I'm showing this to you is because I think it's interesting and it's a little tricky to play, just a little bit. It's nowhere near as tricky as the chromatic bits, but we'll get to that in a second. So far very similar, except for you're bouncing back up a fifth, well, you're down a fourth, but it's the same note, so I'm going to say bouncing off the fifth. Pretty simple. Okay, so now you've got all that down. The leads are actually mostly simple, but there's a little trickiness even with the bluesy bit, because here we go, 12th fret, starting on B. Right? Just a pentatonic shape, and then the blues note. Is also played there, so. But that's all we're playing in the beginning. After that, it gets chromatic and it gets weird. So this bar across the 9th fret, play the E string and the B string. So outlining a C minor arpeggio here. Bending it up to this note. There's a couple of different ways to play that. I believe I played it that way, so there's another way to do it. I've kind of been bouncing back and forth between them. All right, so the next part, still staying within that scale shape, but now we're adding one note here. This would be the 10th fret on the B string. So that, omitting the 4th here, and I'm playing the flat 5 instead, so. All together on that one. That's nicely swung. There. Nice. So now the chromatic bit, or we could do this all together first. So the chromatic bit. The reason why I find this kind of tough, of course, is as I explained, I wrote it via MIDI, and learning that kind of stuff has its challenges. So in this case, I had to figure out how I wanted to play it. I could play it. But I liked the sound I was getting out of position shifting. So I practiced that, and that's what I've got. So, but the position shifting also is kind of challenging because you're kind of, in a cramped space up here. So when you shift down right to a note that you are just about on with your pinky, and do it again, and you whack the string each time, accentuating those first notes. You could, if you wanted to shift up. No reason to. If you wanted to. I mean, really, play it how you want. But, so it's, what I'm trying to say about the position shifting is, since that presented its own challenges, and I liked the sound of the strings getting, whacked in a particular way, that's the way I stuck with. You do you. If you wanted to learn it's the same notes. Basically that. Those are the only notes, and apart from the very end, which we'll get to in a little bit. But so this, 21st fret, and it's all chromatic. So is the first part. This starts just before you want to whack the second note. Basically sixes, starting with the first fret is the starting note. Shift down to where your pinky is landing on the 20th fret. And just go straight down, 4 notes each fret. 4 fingers, 4 notes, 4 frets. Same thing. Go almost all the way back up. Shift down one more time, this time to the 18th fret on the pinky. Shake it or trill if you want, because the trills are fun. Don't pull it off the fretboard. Slide back up, pinky on the 20th fret. And this will be on the second string. You shift up 1 fret, so it's truly chromatic. Down 2 notes and then back up to that note, then back down. So, all together. Back up 3 notes, down 1, up 3. So, okay, so. Which always reminds me of that Russian, na 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 na. So that's kind of it, but it's kind of neat. Anyway, so you play that twice, and we'll play it all in all right here. Second time. Bend from the, or you can bend tonically. Either way, you're bending up to the 21st fret for a nice octave finish. It's as simple as that. I hope you guys find that at least a little challenging. I mean, I bet you can play this, back from the old trope from the 2010s. But yeah, I'll bet you actually can play it. Set your mind to it. Most of you guys will probably, or gals, will probably play it significantly better than I can. But once this eventually comes out, I hope you enjoy the music itself. Take care. Bye.